Welcome to a quick bonus video this weekend, following on the apparent success of the XJ12 Daimler 66 video we've done. It's great feedback, quite a lot of response, and some people know me from a past life where I was working solely on Jaguar, best part of 20 years now, or then working solely with Jaguar, mostly XJs, and a few comments about my favourites and so on and so forth. And in conversations I spoke about my personal favourite, a Daimler 66 Vandenpla Series 1 that I owned, and I promised I'd put a little video together with some photographs and details of the car because it was one of my favourite cars I think I've ever owned, and I would gladly own another one. Despite my negative comments about Jaguar in the Daimler 66 video, I was laughing and joking with Luke actually that I would still happily own a Jaguar, I just wouldn't want to work on one. I don't mind doing it for a living, but it's not fun out of hours. But the car that I owned was a 1973 Daimler 66 Vandenpla. It was car number 67 out of 351 cars built. And it was probably it was the last of the partially hand-built cars anyway from Jaguar, a factory car. It was a long wheelbase V12 Series 1 XJ, and then the 351 Vandenpla cars were sent down to Kingsbury in London, where they were completed and had very bespoke interiors, matchwood inlay in all the wood, big thick lambswool over rugs, thicker sound insulation. The Vandenplas came in special paint with a black vinyl roof, and I think mine was the best combination, Morello Cherry, which was a stunning, stunning colour. Being a Series 1 V12, it was carburetted. So on a good day, you might get double-digit miles to the gallon, but honestly, I didn't care. It was, and to this day, probably still is, the finest luxury saloon car that I've ever had the pleasure to drive, let alone own. A properly sorted Series 1 Daimler 66 Vandenpla will wipe the floor with any Bentley, Rolls-Royce or anything like that. They are just a stunning, stunning vehicle. So there's a bit of yang to the yin about how much I dislike working on Jaguars. They produce some stunning, stunning cars. And I mean, just quickly, in kind of compiling this video together, obviously I've had to find some photographs from the archives, as it were, and three other Jaguars that I've owned of note actually came up. One of which was, I love the XJ12, or the XJ Coupe, stunning design, but in my mind, it should have been a Series 1. The Series 1 front is far better than the 2 in my mind. So I built one. I've got a photograph here of it, I think. I never quite finished it, but that was a 5.3 V12 manual gearbox, fully restored coupe shell with Series 1 front panel work grafted onto it. My plan was to also complete the illusion and fit a Series 1 dashboard. But other things in my life needed the funds and the finance, so the car was sold, almost completed, and I think it is still around to this day. Another favourite would be a Series, it was a Series 1 stroke 2. It was a Group A race car, which was actually, it wasn't built by me. A good friend of mine, Ray Ingman, had a huge hand in that, and a guy he knows, Matt, built the car to go Group A racing with. But again, his life changed and the car never made it to the track. I bought it and did a few little modifications to get it roadworthy and to highlight the work or the race products at the time that we were supplying. And that became a road car, and a hell of a road car it was. It was quite a frightening thing to drive. It was only Group A, so it wasn't huge amounts of power, but it was manual steering, big heavy race clutch, no interior, roll cage, no suspension movement. It was a bit of a terror on the road. Great fun to drive. And again, that's gone on to a new life. It's been stickered up in period BL racing colours, I believe, and was bought by a travelling salesman, believe it or not, because a classic car always breaks the ice, he said. And turning up in something like that was always a great talking point and led to many a great sale. And then the last one of note is probably my second favourite luxury saloon car I've ever had the pleasure to drive, let alone own. Was a 1993 press release car from Jaguar. Daimler 66 again, the XJ81, the XJ40, so the big square XJ40 that came after the Series 3. They fitted the 6-litre V12 into that in limited numbers. Again, they only made around 1,000 of those. And it was the last Jaguar that my father owned before he passed, so there was a bit of a sentimental attachment to that. And at the time of his passing, this car became available to me to buy, and the heart overruled the head. The head was in it anyway, but the heart sort of nudged it over the line. And I bought this silver XJ Daimler 66, and we used that to return his ashes to the North Yorkshire moors. Michelle and I used it as our wedding car. We went away on honeymoon in it, and just a superb, just effortless performance and comfort, and a lovely, lovely thing to drive. And so much so that a regular customer of ours kept pushing me to let him have it. And eventually, with 3 young boys, they've got individual rear seats in the Daimler, so they are strictly a 4-seater. I never used it because we never went anywhere. And I mean, now the boys are older and we don't go anywhere with them. I'd happily have another one any day. But there we go, a quick little run through my favourite Jaguars, which by and large have been Daimler, by and large have been V12. They are phenomenal cars. If I take a step back, because I have to remind myself, I only see broken ones. If I take a step back, they are fantastic cars, and I've earned myself a career and a living from them. So I shouldn't be too down on them, no matter how much they frustrate me working on them. Never know, I might have another one day, but I'm quite happy with my American toys at the minute. So little bank holiday bonus for you. We'll catch up with you next week. We've got Owen starting this week, and he's actually going to be jumping straight into the Impala before he hits the Transit, which is above you right now. So there should be some updates coming thick and fast on the cars. Cadillac, half the Cadillac is now in its final coat of primer. So lots coming up, and we'll catch up with you soon.